Do you dare start patching? Sorry, I just got back. I was filling up my water bottle. Hello. Do you start patching to join me? Yes. I probably will be doing some Dungos on the way. We are going to do as much MSQ today as humanly possible. Oh, actually, no, hang on. I gotta do class quest first. But anyway, so you have some time, Mads. Microsoft Q, yes. You have to resub to this patch. It's gonna take you a minute. Don't worry, I have class quests to do. Here, let's bring the stream up. The Fisherman's Guild. Yes, hello, my friends. Welcome, welcome. What? Let's see, what question? Okay, we're on the level 30 quest. Shadow Fang delivers an attack with the potency of 200. The recast time is 69.65 seconds? Yeah, okay. I was wondering when you'd show up horizontal, but it bugger me if you don't look ready to mill an entire crew of saws by yourself. I'm almost to Naruto time. It's true, yeah. And Ben that you are, because we finally been uncovered some hard facts about that last treasure. Won't be long now before we cloy the win in peace and put this daft challenge to bed. I forgot I was there. I forgot that this is nice 0.65. Yep, you are correct. I forgot that that's where we were in the rogue quest. I'm curious to see how sea pirates become Naruto ninjas. Yes. All right, I've gathered the clothes for a meeting, so let's get down to it. At long bloody last, the black sarcophagus has given up its secrets. Underfoot, you have some news for us. Aye, Jack. I think half our troubles in whittling the truth of it lay in calling this nasty thing a treasure. The black sarcophagus ain't no dimberbob. It's the mark. Fuck if I... What? That's too high of a Roman numeral. I don't know. What does the L stand for? Ah, I see. 51. It's the Mark 51 Magitek mine. A bleeding prototype explosive what was bitten from an Imperial transport vessel. Jesus Christ. And even though it ain't that big, maybe the size of a small cargo box, they say the blast have enough of a kick to incinerate a bloody behemoth. Seems the Garleans meant to start production at their factory in La Nicia, then distribute the mines through Castro Marino. Lucky some plucky privateer cloyed the prototype en route, eh? An experimental weapon. That explains why the Thalassocracy is so bleeding eager to bid out of that auction and so reluctant to share the details with us. Yeah, fuck the naming conventions. Yeah, honestly. It's like... yes, this is the Mark 51. Sorry, you had 50 other marks? At least we know now. At least we know the what, but there's still the question of the where. The Kurds delivered their bitten goods to the reformists. That much is certain. What happened to the sarcophagus after that, though? I ain't so sure. There have been no reports of huge explosions or the like, so either the executioners still have the mine or they peddled it to some other buyer. The reformist faction came together out their shared hatred for the Admiral and her ways. I'm guessing they didn't deploy that bomb just to sell it. Varus named Final Fantasy X too. Oof. What is it, Lonnie? A letter for you, Jack. Says it's urgent. A letter? Who is it from? The old man. I found it while I was sorting through our daily deliveries. Let's see now. Come to tell us. I have urgent news. Never known the old man to summon a customer. No one's seen him at his usual haunts for a while. So do you reckon there's some rum morsel he's dug up just for us? It could be. Horizontal, you and me are headed down to Talos. Underfoot, Viterb, you're to take another stab at pinning down the location of the sarcophagus. Okay. Quest, accept. Okay, where's this place? Oh, Jesus. I lost it. Okay. I dropped my water bottle right onto my keyboard and it literally made my character jump. Aha! Aha! We got there in the end. We did it. Sir, the garlics have been acting up again. So, we go up there. You keep forgetting my name is Horizontal Milk? Yeah, my character's name is Horizontal Milk. It's a fine name for an adventure, if you ask me. Down. Aha. I need to dismount. Yo, is he dead? Oh, we're aiding him. Okay, he's not dead. Oh no! He is dead! You're wasting your time, darling. We opened that Scrag's wrinkled throat bells ago. Whatever this voice is supposed to be. Who is this? Oh, it looks like a pirate. You cross the bloody executioners and you get what's coming to you. Did you like our message? We wasn't sure you'd fall for it, but a little mystery goes a long way, eh? Hey! Don't be like that, darling. Me and me mates didn't have much choice. When the boss says go play with rogues, we go play with rogues. That's us, we're rogues. After all, we never asked you to come to ruin our game now, did we? And don't give me no long-winded speech about your precious code. I'm new here. The reformist vision stretches far beyond what them tired old rules is good for. Once Captain Icebeard takes command of the executioners, he'll give us back the teeth we lost when we submitted to the Admiral's leash. We'll be the terrors of the sea once more, free to rove and plunder in the new age of pirate glory. And I'll bathe in blood to see that age come to pass. I'll kick down your shite stinking code and I'll have your sneaky heads on a chopping block. Like hells you will. The only sentence that's being passed today is yours. Ah, nothing personal, kid. Well, hello there, darling. Ain't you a fine-looking lad? I've heard all this prattle afore. Free to pillage and plunder, is it? Aye, it all sounds grand, but you don't think of the price. That shite stinking code is the only what keeps you bloody coves from milling one another. Without it, without limbs of Lominza to call home, you'd be adrift in an ocean of quarrons. But if you're so keen to keep company with the dead, I'll be sodden happy to oblige. That was prettier with your gob shit, but I can see I'm out of me depth here. As much as I'd like to lop off your noggins, I'll have to be satisfied with dragging the two of you out in the wild. Kept you well out of the way, haven't I? Out with it then. Ha ha ha, ain't it obvious? You stubborn scrags is looking to swipe our new toy, and my job was to stall you. The captain has the mine with him right now. He's set to show the rest of the executioners what he's got the stones to sit in the leader's chair. And what better way to do that than executing the bitch what snapped the chains on our crew? He's targeting the Admiral herself. You're planning to blow up the command room, ain't ya? Aye, you have me permission to panic. Of course, if you'd rather steer clear of the city, I'd be glad to keep you company right here, sweet meat. Okay. I like how she's just standing there. We've got this mad mortar on mercy, but she seems to be enjoying herself. I'd better drag her back to the guild and see what other information she'll spill. I'll need you back in Limsa as well, but your business at the foremast first. You should find Captain Milala at her post there. Forget about the sodden challenge and tell her everything we know. Unless me judgment's well off kilter, she'll do what needs to be done. Tee-hee. Patching took way less time than he did. Nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, let's eat some kebabs. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Okay, where is this again? Aha. You attempt to process all the food? Yeah. That's Thanksgiving, alright. I was sent home from my parents' place with a ton of food. Luckily, I didn't eat, I didn't eat too much when I was at my parents' place. But I sure got a lot of food. We couldn't have turkey this year, so we were just having some ham, which I think my family likes better. And it's just kind of either way for me, honestly. When I was younger, I really wanted to have a turkey, but not so ardent about it anymore. It's only like a third of the people. Oh my god. It was already popping at your place. A lot of the loudest people. I suppose that's fair. My house is pretty poppin' too. We got to see some cousins we haven't seen in a couple years. Oh, you're one of Jack's rogues. You come to steal the sorrows, have you? Well, you shan't have them. As you can see, they're safely clasped upon my very own... Huh? You're not here for the earrings. Why would you put them on your own body? The Admiral, you say? And you're sure these fiends are in possession of the sarcophagus? I must deploy more sentries at once. Also, this is just like... This is such a height difference. Like, I know I maxed the height slider, but Jesus Christ. I'm like 3 Lalafels high. Also, yes, this Lalafell is up. She's something. She's like an Uber cop. Do not think this voids our challenge, rogue, and you can relay as much to your impudent guildmaster. I suppose you can thank him for the warning as well. Bro, we just warned you about a bomb threat and you're still gonna be a cop? She's the rep for the cop community, absolutely correct. You get a call one day and just like, hello, have you thought about supporting your local cops? You know, there's like a I learned about an organization recently, which I'm sure a lot of other people already know about, but I learned about the what are they called? I learned about the Elks Lodge the other day, because there's an outpost fairly close by to where I live, and it was very freaky learning about it. And yeah, in the process of looking it up, I like that one of the first like questions was just like, "Hey, is this like a Masonic organization? Like, are these guys Masons?" So the jackets are on the move. Ben, I've been listening to that adult pirate cackle since I got her back to the sisters, but she's given us not what we didn't already know. And we know more than enough. I say we rally the rogues and go after that mine, afore it blows up in our muns. You'll need all the edge you can get for what's to come. So let's introduce you to a new trick. This one's called Shadow Fang. Do it right and you'll see your opponent start to wither afore you. Even the toughest squads will be wondering why their knees are trembling halfway through the fight. I'll tell you it's best to sink the Fang in early, but I'm sure a clever lass like yourself will figure that out. Shadow Fang! Yeah, Shadow Fang. Guess I'll move it like here. Maybe I'll do it like this. Maybe like this. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. If the leader of the reformists, this Captain Aesibir, is planning on milling the Admiral with a bang, then my guess is he'll be aiming to demolish the entire command room. You know the mizzenmast eye, the tower what holds the drowning wench in Bulwark Hall, the Admiral's bridge and our command room are right at the top of it. Then you've got the district what surrounds the mizzenmast. That's the busy beating heart of the city. Even with the threat of an attack, you can't just seal it up in the blink of an eye and call the whole thing Bob. Try to explain the danger to the culls that what live and work there, and you'd have a frightened, stampeding mob on your fembles. Nay, lass, our only option is to have our eyes snilching every approach to the tower. I'll put the wit out as many coves as I can, and spread them through the streets. Your job will be to cover the aft castle. Just wait and see, Horizontal. We'll get this Aesibir and his little bomb, too. Who's the aft castle? Every time you hear about a new one of the Lodge-esque social clubs, you're torn between, at least I believe they're not evil, but then white people making a religion of how much power they have, so maybe they are. Yeah, I mean, they're like evil, but they're like institutionally evil. You know? It's a very sort of like, it's like a lawful evil, you know? You can't be in an Elks Lodge if you believe in unions. Yeah, Elks Lodges have like like a shit ton of requirements. I remember they only opened up to women membership like very recently, and some other stuff. Yeah, but pretty much like it is an organization for old white conservative people. Ooh. I kind of like these like cutscenes that happen like in the like lower, these like lower angled cutscenes. They like bring you closer to like the background. It kind of makes it feel more like a place. Run, man, run! The fog picking a grand night to roll in thick. This'll make things interesting. Our presence on the streets is far too thin. Where are the reinforcements I ordered? My apologies, Captain. There just aren't any more soldiers to spare. The bulk of our forces has already been assigned to guard not only the Admiral, but a number of other high-ranking personnel as well. Unacceptable. What could Commodore Rayner be thinking? There are dangerous criminals stalking the city as we speak. We gotta shake everyone down, man! Call in squads on the outpost if you must, but I want to see our security tightened and the populace properly protected. But Captain, we can't be certain the pirates' plan hasn't changed. If you consider the possibility that they've switched the target to a target outside the walls, it would be folly to weaken those defenses. Huh. You've made your point, Sergeant. Return to your post. Okay. Once all is lost, it is far too late to question what one should have done. Oh, what is going on here? You seem troubled, sir. Perhaps I can be of assist. Baby slap fight. Ah, gun. I've been dying to meet you, lass. I keen to set eyes on the bold yellow belly what cost our crew a fortune in Udon coin. You're an executioner, one of Icebir's men. You've strayed too far into a world you don't understand, lass. Your eyes is fixed on the light of justice, leaving you blind to the chasm opening up at your feet. I don't like how, like, defined her teeth are. Damn. At least they'll say you died with your boots on. The yellow belly won't be bothering us no more, Captain. As for the mine, the lads will have it primed in front of the wench by the time you get there. Good. Not long now before we drag that bitch Admiral, her pretty tower, and all her simpering curs down to the bottom of the sea. Then I'll raise our flag on the ruin of the mizzenmast and lead our brethren in a return to the old ways of blood and plunder! I was gonna say, I don't think she's dead. Did we watch a small child die? No, we watched an adult woman die. Should not have that last bottle. Bulge? Wife's gonna kill me. Huh? What's that then? She's so scary. Not after the command room. They mean to bring down the entire tower. If the mizzenmast falls, the bridges will follow. Half the city will. Please, you must help me. The danger far greater than we. She's like bleeding out on the streets. Bloody hells, it's alive! Oh no, I didn't see nothing. Didn't see nothing. Jesus Christ. Please, you must send word. This guy literally saw like a dying person in the street and was just like, oh my god, it's alive! Someone must be told. Lady, we know. We been knowing. You dead now? Oh, you look like you're still breathing. Good guy, Jack. I guess I must be really drunk. How did you? Your valiant and forthright weapon. You could hear that single pistol shot from the mounds away. Weren't hard to guess what happened. I poked the yellow jackets on me way over. A healer will be along shortly. Ben, that means we've only one last thing to do. Save the city! We have never been allies, but I beg of you. You must stop them. Save the city. We got it. We're planning on it. Ah, lass, you know you don't need to ask. Taking down mad coves and biting back what was bitten is our job. Blech. So is she dead? You all set then? Ready, Jack. Always. Silently nods. Then let's go floor that sarcophagus and fit Icebeer for a new coffin. And he'll just make the same dorky knife pose. Rangers, assemble! Okay. Did you know that the ideal party composition is 4 rogues? Ah, streamer did not understand the assignment. I did not, no. I just clicked button. So there's like no timer on this game for the like detonators themselves. They just kind of say things at you. Wait, I have to oh, okay. Taking a very manual approach to this. Oh boy. I don't think I'm gonna make this. I think I'm gonna restart this one. I literally have 20 seconds. Yeah, I can see that now. The bomb! We're too late! It's utterly tragic. Okay, we'll try that one again. Oh god, it's daytime now. It's fine, we can do it on normal. Okay, we can skip the cutscene now. Ah, yes, this is all the dialogue that was showing up that I must have just sort of glanced over and not really read. Find the other one somewhere. And now we defeat the Reformists. I see. So all I'm saying is that if he didn't have the plot armor, I think we could have solved this pretty thoroughly. Been a king of the pirates. You're the one. Yeehaw. Wow, I can't believe we did it the first time and not had to rewind time. Whew. Status report? The mine has been disabled, and the engineers should soon have it safely removed. Our soldiers sustained some injuries in the battle with the Reformists, but none were fatal. Also, the Admiral sends our sincerest gratitude. Look, there she is. That's Captain Malala, the hero of Limsa Lominsa. Edgy citizen? What is... what? Hero, quote unquote. I like that her name is Edgy Citizen. Like, why? She looks nice. Are you recovered from your wound, Captain? We heard how you very nearly lost your life stopping that horde of pirates from blowing up the mizzenmast. 3 cheers for the Yellow Jackets. Our city'd be lost without you. What? She is on edge. There's a bunch of knives under her skirt. Yeah, I believe it. But wait, that's not how it... Sergeant, what of the rogues? Did they survive the battle? I don't rightly know, Captain. All we found near the sarcophagus were reformists, either dead or stung from the rafters. Alive, then. 'Twould seem we are deeply in their debt. Captain, might I have the silver sorrows from you now? We've been ordered to hand them over to the Commodore, along with the black sarcophagus. Why, of course, they're right. The earrings. I could have sworn I was still... I mean, you were, like, passed out on the floor, super unconscious for a while, so... He wouldn't have. He stole them from me while I lay dying? He probably did. That cad. I knew he was not to be trusted. Good job, Jack. Keep an eye on them, indeed. I should have known. Little did they know that edgy citizen was one of the rogues. We're literally right here. We are staring from not 50 feet away. Are you sure about this, Jack? We should have cloyed the sarcophagus as well. He's wearing them now. Yeah, I think she's earned it, don't you? If it bothers you that much, think of it as a trade. If you ask me, they look a bit daft. Well, I didn't ask you. I look beautiful. So the jackets ended up with the mine, and we got the diamond and the earrings, which means victory belongs to the Rogues Guild. Do you think Malala will leave it at that then? I get the feeling we ain't done with her yet. I'd say we're done with her challenge, but you never know when I'll pass across again. We'll just have to see what Lims' underbelly spits up next. High five, team. Let's go out for pizza. Aye, this city ain't ever quiet for long. Where are the rogues? No idea. We're literally right here watching the whole thing. And there's not even that many people here. Well, it's been a pleasure working with you. We're also all dressed in green. Camera pans over to reveal a ninja watching the rogues. Oh my god. It's been a pleasure working with you, Horizontal. If I ever need a trusty pair of stabbers by my side, I'll know who to ask. Why are you talking to me like I'm gonna leave? I'm off as well. Bloody starving I am. Don't forget to yaffle a bite when you can, eh, Horizontal? Jack said he'll treat you to pizza. We best head back to the sisters too, before the shrew decides she'd rather hear us cry cockles. Okay. Ben work, Horizontal. Be seeing you soon. He looks so wistful. Oh. Whoa, how'd he do that? Maybe we're just invisible. Maybe that's why they couldn't see us. It's the earrings making him wistful. You're right, completely 100%. It's like the scene of the Titanic where she like throws the thing overboard, you know? You know what? I think jewelry has a tendency to make people look wistful. Oh there, Horizontal. It'll be nice to finally have a bit of rest, eh? The job never ends, but even a dimber-damber like myself needs to breathe every now and again. And your adventuring mates must be wondering where you've got to. It was a proper long assignment, but I'm glad you decided to see it through. You've proven to be a stalwart protector of the code. Even if this ain't truly your world, when you walk back into the Lightmans, you'll have to find your own code to uphold. And when you do, you'll have the skills you learned in the shadows to help you defend it. Nods. Yeah, that's more than enough brittle prattle out of me. Your travels might take you far and wide, Horizontal, but no, you're always welcome here at the Sisters. Okay. I want a new chest piece. I want clothes that aren't these ones that I have now. Okay. This isn't quite what I had in mind, though. Like, this isn't that much. I mean, I guess, like, now I have something over the front of my body, but, like, okay. Ooh, Soul of the Ninja. Oh god, okay. Let's fun do it. Horizontal, keeping your stabber sharpened, I hope. Because I've got a job to be done, and I reckon the dimber damber what put the executioners on the chopping block is just the one to be doing the doing. My men have sighted some shifty types around Wineport of late. Not code-breaking curs, so far as I know, and that's the rub. We don't know half as much about them as I'd like. They claim to be simple peasants, refugees from some far-flung realm. But I don't know many peasants would skulk about in the dark mines as much as they've been doing. So long as they're not breaking the code, they can do as they please. But being who we are, it falls to us to look into the matter and be sure that all's bob. As my gut tells me, this may be a two-rogue job. I've sent Underfoot on ahead. So pull on your best beater cases, head to Wineport and meet him there. to Wineport. I too wish to be but a simple peasant by the daylight, and a masquerading vigilante by the moonlight. Horizontal, when Jack said he'd be sending one of the guild's canniest morts along after me, I had a feeling it might be you. Now, I'd love to tell you old Underfoot's already whittled the whole scrap on our friends, but truth is I've turned up more questions than answers. They claim to hail from the South Sea Isles, but me little birds at Mealvin's Gate swear to the last man that's some piss-poor mummery. There's no record of any such ship sailing into port. Looks like it falls to you and me to take a closer sneal, Chai. Hope you brought your sharpest stabbers, as there's no telling who we're... Did you hear that, lass? Either old Underfoot's gone daft or some mort just screamed out for dear life. Something tells me our little task is about to take a turn for the interesting. What say we go see what's what? Oh, okay. Oh. Queer maid. Me too. Have mercy, I am but a simple milkmaid, with not a single gill to my name. Rest easy, lass. My friend and I don't mean you no harm. Though I must say, you've got me curious. Just what in the name of the 12 happened here? I like the little, the little musical shift. The yes, welcome to Japan. Did you ever get to the queer pamphlet? I don't remember if I did. I had just come into town to purchase some supplies. No sooner had I walked through the gates than I was suddenly accosted by 3 burly drunkards who demanded that I hand over all my possessions. To my good fortune, it seems the men had partaken a bit too heavily, and when they saw the meager contents of my coin purse, they began to squabble among themselves. A fistfight ensued, and before I knew it, the 3 men were lying on the ground as you see them now. Sounds like Namia smiled upon you today, lass. Though might I suggest you be a bit more careful, etc. Thank you for your concern, good sir, and rest assured that I will take your words to heart. Good day to the both of you. She bodied them calling it now. Absolutely, I believe it. Well, Horizontal, how did the girl's wit strike you? Seemed like an upright lass. Mummery, I say. What the fuck does that mean? I'm gonna say mummery. You too. I was thinking the very same. Squabbling amongst themselves? Just look, there's barely a scratch on any of these louts. I had waited, there's more to the rum doxy than she's letting on. Come, let's go on to the drag and see what she might be hiding. After that queer maid. Can we get her number? You think is she interested? Mummers pretend to be things in really stereotypical and clearly fake ways. Oh, I see. Interesting. Oh no, I am but a helpless peasant girl. Right mess we've got here. You reckon these coves got on the wrong side of our lass? One thing's for sure. There are no more peasants than you and I. Look at those stabbers tells me as much. I have failed. I beg of you, take this and return it to Master Oboro, to Lady Tsubame. It's too late. The poor sod's dead. As for this stone, your guess is as good as mine. A lucky charm of sorts, mayhap. Any road, we'd best start moving our dew beaters before the lass gets away. Her footprints lead in the direction of Upper Lanicia. Hey, what's this cool rock? We should probably take it with us. She hides behind a tree, as if that could hide her from me. Who's speaking? Oh my god. What? What? Eccentric Easterner. She didn't really think she could fool me with those silly rags, did she? Or did she? Perhaps she's not as clever as we believed. Who's this Robin Hood looking motherfucker? And a mysterious savior rushes to the damsel's defense. Such bravery, such compassion, such folly. Little does she know that the girl is more than capable of taking care of herself. What? And right on cue, Oboro the Dim leaps onto the scene to save his dear little swallow in the most unsurprising surprise attack the realm has ever seen. Default human face number 1. Cease your ramblings, Karas, before I rip that tongue from your bloody beak. Yow! Our hero is wounded, a stab through the heart. His childhood friends stand before him, blades drawn and hate in their eyes. Oh, the tragedy of it all. The audience sobs. Why are they like this? They're so dramatic. And what's this? A couple of bit players who have forgotten to leave the stage? Did no one tell them their part in the play is long since over? Oh, and the faceless rogue shows surprising skill. Perhaps she yet has a role to play. I will say this much. Unlike a certain someone, at least you intrigue me. I can't. The fucking drum. Bonk. As he just double points. I can't with you. But other matters demand our hero's attention, and so the first act must draw to a close. Come, my pet. Wait, Karas. Ever quick to retreat, that one. The two from Wineport. Did you follow me here? Beg pardon, miss. My friend and I are here on behalf of the dutiful sisters. And you, sister, have some questions to answer. I've lived on the underbelly of society long enough to recognize when a man's more than he seems. So make this easy for us, lass. Just who exactly are you? And what are you doing here? And here's hoping for both your sakes that it doesn't involve breaking no code. So, you are the rogues of whom I have heard so much. Forgive me. We were remiss in not seeking you out sooner. Very well, you shall know all there is to know. My name is Oboro, and she is Tsubame. We hail from a village in Doma, several thousand malms across the sea. We are, but perhaps you have no word for what we are. In our own tongue, one might call us shinobi. Doma? The Imperial Province? The same, though it did not have to be so. Our countrymen fought with honor against the might of Garlemald. What we lacked in number, we made up for with martial prowess. It was a battle we could have won, had we not been betrayed by one of our own. Our very secret, our every move known to our foe, the tide of battle turned on the morrow. Thousands of our countrymen were slaughtered, and at day's end, Doma remained under the Imperial yoke. The traitorous Kurd joined the Imperial ranks as chief of their covert operatives. or so they say. That is the man you just met, Karasu, though I am loath to call him a man. To this day he whispers in the ears of the Garleans, making a mockery of those who once called him friend and brother. But no longer. We have come to Eorzea at our village elder's behest to see what Karasu pays for his crimes with his life. Why, Karasu? Why did you betray our village? To test my abilities! Come to mill a treacherous rook who blew the gab on his comrades. You sound like a right, Ben Cove. Consider old Underfoot impressed. Forgive me. This land and its tongue are still new to us. Nonetheless, we were able to lure Karasu here, but more than a few of our comrades gave their lives in the effort. And now this. Was their sacrifice for naught? I'll become a ninja. You have my gratitude. When one of our kind falls, tradition dictates that we return their soul to the village, that it may rest with our ancestors. What? Our fallen brother's soul calls out to this woman. Could it be a sign? Are we fated to fight as one? I would make you an offer. We will instruct you in our art, the art of ninjutsu. In return, you will share with us your knowledge of this land, that it might serve us in our mission. But Oboro, she is not Doman. She is not of the village. Look around you, Tsubame. Our brothers and sisters are fallen or gravely wounded, and today's failure makes it all too clear. We cannot hope to stand against Karasu without knowing the lay of the land. Can't say I'm thrilled at the prospect of losing a dimber-damber like yourself, but hells! In my younger days, I'd been keen to try my fams at some of those techniques myself. My god, how old are you, man? And the more that my waddles take in, the more those two strike me as Benar and Benar folks. If you're keen to lend them your daddles, I'll not be the one to stand in your way. If you should know more, come to the dock storehouse at Raincatcher Gully. We shall await you there. This onion child isn't possibly old. He's like, I've been here since the dawn of time. Who'd have figured, eh? Any the choice is yours, Horizontal. In the meantime, I'm going to head back to Limsa and report to Jack before he comes and gives us me a good clout in the knob. And a capitalist, as all onion children are. Raincatcher Gully. Oh. Ah, shit. Okay, let's try that one again. Yada-da-dee, yada-da. And so we meet again. I managed to take your presence to mean that you have chosen to accept our offer? Oh, yeah. Thank you. I speak not only for myself and Tsubame, but for our entire village when I say that you have our profound gratitude. What I would tell you next, I would tell you out of the earshot of strangers. Byakubu has been instructed to let only trusted visitors through the doors behind me. When he speaks to you, Ayame, you are to answer, Kaede. You need not know what the words mean, only that they will grant you entrance. Okay. Ayame. Enter. Nice little dojo you got going on here. Welcome, Horizontal. You stand within the provisional base of operations my people have established in your land of Eorzea. It may not look like much, either without or within, but that is precisely the point. We find it an ideal vantage point from which to observe the comings and goings of Karasu and his men without attracting undue attention to ourselves. My fallen brother saw you as a worthy inheritor to his soul. To honor his memory, I entrust it to you. But soul alone will not make you a shinobi. No, this will require training of the body and mind. Our art, the art of ninjutsu, originated with our ancestors many years ago. Since then, it has been passed down with each generation, mother to daughter, father to son. We draw power from the world around us, the heaven, the earth, and the hearts of man, and to channel this power into physical form. I am told that this is similar to your concept of aether, was it? I must confess that Eorzean words and ways remain unfamiliar to me. How does one channel this power, you ask? Through the use of Mudra, hand gestures that call forth each of the 3 forms of energy of which I spoke. The first Mudra I will teach you will call power from the heavens. In Doma, we call this Ten. You are eager to learn, yes? Attune your soul to that of my fallen brother. Then approach me once more. It is then that your training will begin. Ba, ba, ba. Ninja unlocked. The soul of the shinobi awakens within you. You have obtained a soul crystal. Soul crystals are required to change from your current class to a more specialized job. Ninjas have ninjutsu. You do mudras. Ninjutsu can be executed after combining one or more of the following 3 mudra in a predetermined order: Ten, Chi, Jin. You will learn new mudra as you progress to the ninja storyline. Learning new mudra will open the door to more complex ninjutsu techniques. Once you have obtained a new ninjutsu technique, you can confirm the proper mudra order required to execute it by selecting its icon in the Actions and Traits interface. Very cool. Yes. Ninja. Yes, I can sense it. Though you are not of our blood, the soul of my people is strong in you. You are one of us now, a shinobi. Hold my brother's favorite smooth rock and then put on your ass-beating clothes. Yeah, pretty much, honestly. In my home country, everyone carries a smooth rock. Their favorite one. And yet your training has only just begun. Heed my words well, Horizontal, for the shinobi blade and mind are one. The weak mind gives rise to a weak blade. The false mind gives rise to a false blade. But the mind that is strong and true, that blade will know no equal. Such were the teachings of my master, and his master's master before him. The shinobi must keep presence of mind at all times, or his blade may as well be one of grass. Okay. That is the lesson of the mind. Now shall we begin the lesson of the body? You will recall that the art of ninjutsu involves using hand gestures called mudra to summon the energies of heaven, earth, and man, Ten, Chi, and Jin in the Doman tongue. Myriad techniques can be unleashed depending on the mudra you combine and the order in which you do so. But perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. A child must learn to walk before he can run. To begin, I would see you master your first mudra, Ten, the mudra of heaven. Summon the energy of heaven and project it forth, and from your hand will fly a flaming star, or Fuma Shuriken. Outside of the storehouse, you will find a Mokujin, a wooden man of the sort traditionally used in Doma for training. Do as I have told you and strike it with a Fuma Shuriken. I will observe your technique from a distance. I like how he's even gonna just like teach you in the ninja fashion of, I'm just gonna watch from a distant tree as you do things. It's the shinobi way. Okay, I gotta rebind all this crap, huh? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, so this activates the ninjutsu. Probably this. This is the most exciting part of any Final Fantasy stream. Trying to figure out where your fucking abilities go. Okay. This, I guess, just like here. So we'll just... Okay. Oh. Let me just put this in. Okay. Use Fuma Shuriken, which is just... what are my actions and traits? Any one of the Tenchi or Jin Mudra. How many more job quests until you finally MSQ again? I'm level 30, so as soon as this set is up, I'll start MSQing again. Yes, that will do, Horizontal. Clearly, we did not misjudge your potential. Perhaps you have also felt your body becoming lighter. This is but another benefit of your training. You may find yourself able to dance with the air with your blades drawn. But be mindful, the true shinobi sees that no movement is wasted. You demonstrated your skills well against the wooden man, but wood does not strike back. You make a good point there. Your next opponent will not be so docile. Prepare yourself. My first Mudra. The Onibi will attack in waves. Use your Fuma Shuriken to dispatch them from a safe distance. Sorry. I'm just waiting for it to come back up. Just gonna do the runaround. Oh God, there's more. shall summon a great beast for your next challenge. Remember, you must maintain presence of mind, no matter how fearsome the foe. That's a big frog. Can I use my other abilities? Oh, for your final challenge, I shall be your opponent. Okay. I see. What Oboro means to say is that he's not seen anyone master the fundamentals of ninjutsu with such swiftness. Is that not so, Oboro? I am capable of speaking for myself, Tsubamu. But it is true. Horizontal has exceeded even my own expectations. Her blade slices through the air as a fish glides through water. But that is enough training for the day. Now it is my turn to be the student, and you the teacher. I would learn the ways of Eorzea. You will instruct me, yes? Mm-hmm. You have my gratitude, Horizontal. First, I would better know the terrain of Sorry, something amusing. My bow, I see. Who would have thought such a simple gesture of courtesy would be so complicated? Like this, is it? Forgive him. Oboro has not quite been himself since coming to these shores. It would seem that neither the food nor the climate agrees with him. And let us not forget the stink of those infernal horse birds. All the more reason for us to complete our mission swiftly and return to more hospitable environs. Anyhow, Horizontal, that should suffice for the day. Practice well your ninjutsu and return when you are ready for your next lesson. It would seem you have some practicing to do as well. Oh. He seems so offended. He's like, what? But I thought I was doing good. Alright, we gotta go to Buscaron. Where's this man again? Yeah. Yeah, we're all good on class quest now. Have I told you that the recycling people just like straight up didn't come this week? My entire street has their like recycling bins out waiting, and they're just like still there. Garbage day was like yesterday. Oh, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Oh, I forgot about that. Thank the gods for that. I don't really know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm glad FFXIV didn't come to any harm. But there I go, tempting fate. Went over to little solace and securest peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlane and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lass. And earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of teacher and firewater. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask to see you deliver to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This is Azema Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity has changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12's wood with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Are the next couple of expansions about bringing the darkness to the light? Also, I can tell that streaming is good for me because I drink so much more water when I stream. A gift from Walking One Buscaron. A gift for these ones. There you go. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Buscaron and Adventuring Ones are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. Friends forever. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. Alright, you little leafy Teletubby. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Horizontal. You've just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Noraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the woods. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Toto Rock. Would that this one had not, in Toto Rock, a sinister one robbed and Black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Frixia, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. Oh, yeah, I guess that's in my pocket. Here you go. This one sees, so Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Rama. Plainly put, yes, your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one well knows and respects Horned One Karnasena. Be assured, like Walking Ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Rama to protect the wood from Imperial Ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Rama was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to little solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Rama. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Rama. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Rama is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak against instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the sylphs, Rama's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers. But what about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Rama. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kana Sena. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Rama to rest. The Sylph's elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Konnichiwa! Hey, Undead Uncanny. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the raid. Big thanks. Pointing to you. Undead raid. How uncanny. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this, and while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. How are you doing? What kind of stream you coming off of? Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Doing some art? Ooh, exciting. Love to see it. Please wait, walking one horizontal. Am I the peanut? I am not the peanut. This one has yet to give walking one a token of this one's appreciation. Oh, Jesus! When these ones summoned Lord Rama, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon walking one as a symbol of these ones' trust. He plays the peanuts in Final Fantasy XIV. I am this tall bunny lady. Whoa. Man, what a trip. Ooh. This one was not mistaken about walking one. Walking one is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within walking one enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to walking one. Walking one must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before walking one returns to Gridania, this one would ask walking one to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If walking one witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap walking one can testify to walking ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for attached ones. Let's go use the look action. Whee! See, if you don't bother them, they don't bother you. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Purple cabbages. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. If it isn't horizontal. How went the meeting with the sylphs? Here you go. A missive from the sylph elder himself, if I may. So the sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Rama. It sounds like he has been summoned, though, kind of. And so long as we leave the tempered ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The elder seats here will be overjoyed to hear that the sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will. We may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the elder Seedsir to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Hello, Horizontal, can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papalimo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time to regaling me with the tales of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray, return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Burr, 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 burr. Where am I transferred to the Waking Sands. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, Horizontal. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. I am given to understand that the matter of Rama has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. Assurance? How fares the investigation? Well enough, Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many in one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Alizier quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alizier has chosen to... I don't know how to actually pronounce that name, but... has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl. But you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you, and trust the Baldesian report will serve you well. I feel like I've heard it pronounced Alizier in the VOs. I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. It is good to see you again, Horizontal. Clap, 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 clap. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelveswood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Rama from the list. So who's next? The Sahagin? And Leviathan? The Lord of the Whirl has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. Wow! Thanks for the subscription, Undead Uncanny. Welcome to the Women Respecting Club. Enjoy your new emotes. I just reordered some of the emotes so that you can now use that one. Yes. I'm glad that they give affiliates more emote slots. you want the random emotes? Yeah, they're really good. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. That Kiryu emote has been just like hard carrying my like conversations for the past like year. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Y'shtola says. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. You may depend upon it. Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... Gridania! Wait, I mean Garuda, who's the primal of the Ixal, who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I mean. So many malms to cover. Would that there be a more efficient way to conduct our surveys? Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practicable solution. Practicable? Practicable. Practicable? Then she's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Woo! Can we get pizza? Pizza sounds good. Maybe I'll get a pizza tomorrow. Is there something else, Horizontal? Wah, 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 wah. Beg pardon? A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black. 12th Preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Askians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to the... Ah! Tataru! A sylph in Thanalan? At long last, this one finds walking one horizontal. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Noraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Oh. Ah, Jesus. Pleasure to meet you, Noraxia. Toucher's like, what the fuck? Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Horizontal, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet the darkness still threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Askians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Yay! More Vesper Bay tickets! I am afraid there is no rest for the weary, Horizontal. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Askian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Askians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Horizontal. Okay. The Hall of Flames. I mean, we'll just teleport. It's not even that expensive. Jump up here. Haha. The Masked Man. Ah, you are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of churn. It can be a cruel mistress. But be not too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folks are always coming and going. Some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. We could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have the coin or the mind to spend it. High Bridge. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man. I'm not sure if I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? The Order of Naldal began excavating the ruins below. I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh-endless Beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Bah, I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. I've heard of the Masked Devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanaland too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. On the trail of the masked man. I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It's said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's all I can say, little though it is. Talk to the last guy. He's just like, I am the masked man. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't. Nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Chichurn raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. It's kinda sad. Kinda sad. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Chichurn raids are so constant, so organized. We're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. That was fast. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Tall's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find your masked man. Your masked man! I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Chichurn appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So, what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Okay. Smoldering coal. Oh, it's this way. This looks like a pretty specified location to me. Present the ward of the destroyer. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Yes. This scroll, it bears a prayer to Ralgar the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgar is the Ralgar is the guardian deity of Al-Amigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nation to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Al-Amigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? I'm good. The All-Amigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So, it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Al-Amigo, over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not so certain how much help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has, relocated to Little Al-Amigo. Her name is Hihira, and it wouldn't be It shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. Oh. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, call some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Little Alamigo. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, so we've never been here, so we just... so we can go that way, or we can go through Eastern Thanaland. Let's go to Camp Dragon. Because I think that's close by. And then we can... Oh. I didn't realize that when you teleport, you, also teleport with each other, though. Okay, we just head due south. Maybe I should go for a snack soon. Getting kind of hungry. Okay, I'm gonna say there is an eighth right here. I feel like I remember there being one. Wah, 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 wah. Ah, yes, hello. I have been speaking with your father. Did you move here because you hate him? Why, yes. He is my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I am grateful for you delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundabal, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. It's like the opposite, I guess. She just, like, ran away here. Oh, yep. It's an intimidating-looking man. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Quest complete. We did it. We saved the city. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Well met, adventurer. Well met, adventurer. I'm Gisselbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with the Gundabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardship, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much of a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say. Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for a Mudra to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I'd mind to take each of them a cup of sweet dandelion tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Sweet dandelion tea. Alright. I'm gonna take a little breaky. I'll be back in like 5 or so minutes. Sorry, I accidentally muted. I'm back in like 5 or so minutes. I'm just gonna have a little snack. Hello, I have returned. I have heated up some food. Namely Thanksgiving leftovers. Weirdly, I think this ham might be better reheated. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that, a masked villain? Hiding among the refugees? Like as not. My compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. It's near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. That's not very nice. You there, are you in a mulja? No? Then carry on. This sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 fulms fall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Wow. Man, I really don't envy these guys having to just like look out in the middle of this desert. Shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. I didn't do shit. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe. But it's assuming it was a he. He was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. So you're back. Did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Ooh, a new hat. What new ability did I get? Creates a barrier nullifying. Oh, this is a DPS ability. Okay. Most knockback and draw effects. Ooh, that sounds useful. So you're determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundabald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Well, that's the big question now, do we? Do we know anybody? Oh, it's Menphilia. Okay. Welcome back, Horizontal. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamigan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the three...
My soul!
Auto-ban blacklist. Beautiful. To compound matters, none of the three city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships, I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. New pants. Your Alamegan comrade is named Heribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Heribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Why did it tell me that my inventory was almost full? Was it 2 slots remaining? What does that mean? Oh, maybe it wasn't for an inventory. Ham.
If it isn't horizontal milk, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamican resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same. The liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albrida, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray.
Quarry Mill. It's all the way across the planet, my guy. Huh? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Huh, why the hell would I do that? Give me just one reason. Heribert sent you? That worthless horse then. He abandons his comrades, his woman. Yikes. And now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realized Heribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mefred, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Sorry, I had a piece of ham in my mouth. I don't know why I put that in my mouth the second I clicked.
I am Mefred, a proud man of the Alamigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it. I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Listen, I know that you're, like, in a rush and all, but, like, she's, like, 20 feet away from you. Alright then. One of Meffred's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen, after all, but that'd mean going against the elementals' will. I've been at Quarrymill long enough to know how terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help, it might be Charlene, the hamlet's resident here. If you take the matter to her, it might be as she'll listen. I wouldn't get my hopes up. I'm the Warrior of Light. You wish to aid the Alamegans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. The authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelves Wood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they have a place beneath the bows. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Wow, this place kind of sucks. Sorry, I phoned God about it, and he said, no refugees. That's how it's to be then. The bloody here might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. Burn it all down. I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us. So I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. So in... Oh. They're all right here. Okay. That looks like a sewer. Okay, enter through there. Oh no, there's an entrance here. Oh, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you.
Right here.
You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralgar that there's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn.
I mean, we just need to find a way to prepare them.
You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from.
Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful you could take the horns over to him and have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramond here. Godspeed. Where does Buscaron live? This way? Perfect. Give me a little time to eat.
Ah, horizontal, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me. These look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Coromil. So it comes full circle. I hope it helps the poor sod as he needs it. Don't worry about your little head about and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon.
Alright then. It is well to see you have returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Ooh, new gloves. Now I'm dressed like vaguely like a person. Finally, some pants. I know I got the pants a long time ago. Adventure. Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking around, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albrita. Might be the woman seen something. Why can't you? Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blasted. Would that I'd known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong he is willing to sacrifice himself for it. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Out in the wilds alone. That fool. That great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the woods for Galleon. Please, help us find him before something terrible happens. But thou must. Watch out, goblin! Nice one-person ambush. Oh, ambusher. How did I miss that? I guess I just can't read. Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again. Together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill. I like that there's like really like sick dramatic scene. They're just like, we're brothers till the end of time, and then the chocobo music starts to play. It's like raining too. It's like so dramatic. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Ooh. Shoes. I can't carry more items? What? Oh, my inventory is full. I see. Well, guess we're gonna be doing some inventory management then. Hi, can I sell things to you? No. Huh? Wait, no, there's actually just a promotion there. Okay. I don't even know what is good to sell. Oh wait, there's definitely these. Oh, so much crap in my inventory. God. I don't think I'm gonna need viscous secretion anytime soon. Maple cloths. Oh. Did I make these? I must have made those. Butter. I guess this is what happens when you do too much, like, side content. You just kind of accumulate shit. god, I have so much pea soup. Oh, that's my crafting soup. Oops. Where's the baton? Later. Okay, that should be good enough for now. I'll fix the rest of my inventory later. Once I can finally get retainers in there. Actually, can I get retainers now? Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, as long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo. That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundabald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Alright, back to Gundabald. Alright, I'm back. I didn't say anything, but I'm back. Every time I step outside, Philip just kind of stares at me. He's just like, you left me. You've abandoned me. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I can't let you in the office. Too many wires here that you could chew, little menace.
Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Mefrid? It has been so long since I last heard from him, I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mefrid sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefrid is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk.
A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't did nothing wrong, so leave me be. Gundabald sent you. Listen, I told them it was a bad idea, all that tripe about believing the masked man, and... Oh, you don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say that I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. There's been a bunch skulking about right suspicious, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and then that there's trouble, mark me words. Okay.
So, you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are likely to commit some great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me.
Potion. Hey, adventurer. You done talking with the old bear? I got a message for you from Wilrid. That's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Meet me in this suspicious alley outside the house. Oops, I almost went too far. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, just to discuss something in private. Tell me, where are you snooping around? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Carl got your tongue? No matter. Who it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her! Okay, I guess we're doing this the hard way. You're stronger than you look. This chain is nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. Attacked by Wilred and his cronies, but they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. This is like a full body thing, right? Maybe? I don't know. Oh well. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald, hey! Oh? Bertliana, gods preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the Corpse Brigade came. They took me to their hideout and they... The whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. What those animals did to Bertliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabald's content to blah 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 blah. Almighty Rhalgr, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Hit Infer again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again.
Gone, the whole lot of them. Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do? What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zanrak. Wait, you said Wilrid spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late.
Duty calls.
Wilrid, did no others survive?
This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We
Pull yourself together, lad!
were going to make an offering of crystals to Rhalgr, to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Xanarak and make off with the lizardman's cash, but they caught us and so many dead. Gods forgive me.
Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls! Oh, they're the lizards. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life.
So be it.
Oh shit, did I let someone die? I wasn't paying attention! Oh, I let fucking Wilrid die. That's what happens. Come on, Wilrid, you gotta be a little stronger. Wow, he even says, adventure, stay close to Wilrid. Oh my god. God, Wilrid, why do you suck so bad?
Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo.
Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking.
Have you learned nothing, Wilrid? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends?
What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Rogger. He swore...
Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Horizontal will wish to hear it as well.
Oh... But we could have become as gods.
No more lies, Wilrid. Tell us everything.
I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Rogger, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts.
Listen to me, Wilrid. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within all of us. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy, but whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget what you owe to this adventure, An outsider.
I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you.
My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here.
I'm gonna have some more of these high potions. Where are these high potions? Here we go.
Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words.
Yep. Pay respects. Welcome back, Horizontal. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Askians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, whilst things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfield a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Lentils and chestnuts, oh boy. I like how you complete this quest and Minfield is just like, here's a bowl of soup. While you were tending to the business in Thanalan, some new information arrived, courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Naraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful up there, Horizontal. Oh, you're still here. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ashcran Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrud has had an encounter with a scary Masked One. This Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrud. Digging One is to be found at Falgor Float in the North Shroud. Alright, cool. that is where I'm going to end the stream for today because I have been up and about. And I'm sleepy. So good night. Thanks for coming to stream. Goodbye.